All right, and we are back here on the GSMC Sports Podcast. And for the second part of the show, we're going to talk some NBA, things that happened over the weekend, particularly Nikola Jokic's performance against the Suns and LeBron's injury and the impact of that. So, Nikola Jokic did something that has never happened in an NBA game. He recorded 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 assists in the same game. And this season, he is averaging a triple-double. He has been unbelievable. He's the best player in the league. Many people look at him as being that. And this was in a 149-141 victory over the Suns on Friday. So his exact numbers, he finished with 31 points, 31 rebounds, and 22 assists. He went 13 to 22 from the field, 3 to 7 from 3. And actually, I think he was questionable going into the game because he was dealing with a little bit of an injury himself. But, I mean, this is unbelievable. And like I said, averaging a triple-double this year, he's averaging 28.8 points per game, 10.5 assists per game, and then 12.9 rebounds. Now, he's still the underdog in the MVP race. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Thunder right now is the favorite. But, I mean, it would not shock me if Jokic gets the award this year. Because I think this would be his fourth MVP. Yeah, so he's already a three-time MVP. And many people would say this should be his fifth because when Joel Embiid won it, people said Jokic should have won it then. So, I mean, he's just unbelievable, and you would like to see him maybe add another ring to his resume. I mean, he already is an NBA champion, but that just would continue to build up his resume even more. And right now, the Nuggets as a team, looking at the overall big picture, so they're 41-22, and they are, I think they're still, are they the third seed or are the Grizzlies? No, the Grizzlies are the 4. They're a game behind. But now the Nuggets have tied the Lakers for the second seed again. And I think based off of what has happened now with the LeBron injury, Nuggets are probably going to end up passing them. And, I mean, who knows? I mean, the Lakers still have Luka. But the Lakers are going to miss LeBron for a little bit, as their winning streak ended on Saturday against the Celtics. But this kind of stuff is just unheard of with what Jokic is doing. Like, could this ever happen again in a game? I mean, maybe it can, but Jokic would have to be the player that does it. And also, he surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's record for the most assists by a center. And he was responsible for 35 of Denver's 57 field goals made and nearly half of their 43 rebounds. And yeah, he was questionable before the game due to an ankle injury. And also, you could add a few steals that he had in the game, and he played 45 minutes. But like I said, still kind of the underdog in the MVP race, but makes a strong case. He's third all-time in career triple-doubles with 159, and he could surpass Russell Westbrook, who's at 202. I think he should be able to do that. No problem. But that was a high-scoring affair between the Nuggets and the Suns. And now looking at the rest of their season here. So actually, they played the Thunder yesterday, and they lost 127-103. And Jokic had 24 in that game. Almost had another triple-double. He had 13 rebounds, 24 points, 9 assists. He fell shy of that. And then for Shai, 40 points. And Shai is averaging almost 33 points per game. I mean, it's like every day. Between him and Jason Tatum, it's like they put up 30 to 40 plus points every game. Shai was at 40, and then he had 41 against Memphis, 51, 31, 31 points, 27, 39, 37. I mean, he puts up a monster game almost every single time. So, yeah, that happened, but now they play again against the Thunder tonight. So, we'll see if they can bounce back there. So, let's kind of get into the LeBron injury now. So, I think it happened in the third quarter of the Celtics Lakers game. LeBron took himself out of the game. Now this was on Saturday night. This was a big game, Lakers Celtics. Could it be a finals preview? So this was actually it looks like it might have been the fourth quarter. But it was definitely in the second half. And LeBron left with 22 points and 14 rebounds and 9 assists. So he came close to getting a triple-double himself as well. But this was tie game after the first quarter. Celtics kind of took a commanding lead at one point. And then the Lakers, came back, made it close. But, once we got to the fourth quarter, Lakers did make it a little bit interesting. But Celtics ended up winning by 10. And Luka finished with 34 points. Jason Tatum, like I said, 40 points. He had 35 against Philly. I mean, it just seems like he always has like a 30, 40-plus game. But that's the Celtics. I mean, they are a really good team. Now, as for the LeBron injury, it doesn't seem like it's a huge concern. He doesn't seem overly concerned about it. This is something that he's dealt with before. And it's something that's happened while he's been on the Lakers. I think his first year with the Lakers he brought up. So it doesn't seem overly concerning. He's going to be back. And here's the thing. The Lakers have a star player in Luka. So I think he's more than capable of carrying the load until LeBron gets back. But if LeBron was out, going into the playoffs, then, the Lakers title run really is not going to happen. Because you need to have LeBron James healthy for the postseason. He has to be there. And we all know this. But you do worry because obviously he's playing into his 40s. And you don't want this to become a common thing. But it happens. And, Luka is going to step up. I know he will. And, you're getting production out of Austin Reeves. And, watching the game against the Knicks, when I did, Jackson Hayes makes plays as well. Luka and LeBron find him. They're going to have guys step up off the bench. Dalton Connect and Gabe Vincent, those guys. So I think the Lakers are going to be okay. Now, I think they will drop in the standings. But they're still going to be a playoff team, and they're going to get LeBron back, and they're going to be all right. Now, they do have some tough games coming up on the schedule. Now, they do have the Nets tonight, so I do think they should win that game, but you never know. But then you got the Bucks and the Nuggets. That's going to be tough. The Suns, I think, will be a tough game, with the big three. Then you got the Spurs. Then you got the Nuggets and the Bucks again, but this time they're at home, and the Lakers are good at home. But then the schedule kind of lightens up a little bit because you got the Bulls, the Magic, Pacers is going to be tough. Then you got the Bulls again, the Grizzlies, the Rockets, that's tough. And then when you get to April, you got the Warriors, the Pelicans, the Thunder twice, the Mavericks, the Rockets, and Portland. So a lot of playoff teams coming up on the schedule. And like I said, when talking about the Nuggets, the Lakers and the Nuggets are tied for second in the Western Conference, but then you got the Grizzlies right behind them, who are 1 game back. The Rockets are 2 games back, and the Warriors, they just don't lose since they got Jimmy Butler. 9-1 in their last 10 games. They've won 4 straight. If the Warriors keep winning, they can make things a little bit interesting now. with those higher seeds. So, if the Lakers slip up a little bit without LeBron, anything can happen. But no, they're still going to finish in the top 6. They might not be the 2 seed, but they should be at least, the 3 or the 4. And now if this happened, if LeBron got hurt and they had Anthony Davis, well, I'd feel a little bit different about on this subject. But mainly because Anthony Davis has his own injury issues. But I think with Luka, as long as they have him, they're going to be in every single game. And I think they will be able to tread water. I think they'll do more than just tread water until LeBron comes back. And then, they'll be ready for the postseason. Just as long as he's ready for the postseason. Because if he's not, then, we're out on the Lakers. But let me know what you guys think, though, about what happened over the weekend. Jokić and his weekend, LeBron getting hurt. Do you think that Lakers-Celtics game was a finals preview? Let me know in the comments. But before we go to break, just want to remind you guys once again to tip or donate and get your comments recognized. Make sure to hit that super chat button in the chat if you want to see me acknowledge any thought or comment you may have throughout the live broadcast. It makes the show more lively, more entertaining between myself, the host, and you guys, the viewers. We appreciate you guys' viewership each and every day, so any contribution you can make to the show means the world to us as we put out content for you guys each and every day. And also, the other way to help out the show is by going to the link at the bottom of the show segment on the ticker, GSMCPodcast.net. That is GSMCPodcast.net. So, when we come back from our next break, we'll get back to football. We will talk about the DK Metcalf trade. Steelers acquired DK Metcalf, what that means for this team, and also I will talk about the quarterback situation and give you some updates on that. So, with that being said, stick around, and we'll be right back here on the GSMC Sports Podcast.